Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sinsations. Last time I left you off here, right after we finished Envy's route. Happily, I might add. It was a tribulation. We almost failed it, I feel like, but we did it. And we started Envy's route, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so I guess we can just start with going to the dive bar.
I decide to go to a dive bar, named Ladies in Luck. The bar is a decrepit, smoke-filled hangout in a seedy area of town, where bright lights and gaudy decor serve little purpose. People come here to get drunk, maybe listen to some half-decent karaoke. I'm just gonna have a few drinks and then wander the town. Everything is less stressful with alcohol after all. I step into a dimly lit bar, half filled with local regulars and drunks. The bar is manned by busty women too aged to get a job in a more upscale bar. I approach the bar and sit down.
Hi, honey. You look a little lost. Sure you're in the right place?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm new to the area, just checking out the local bars rather than the overpriced tourist ones.
You got good taste. You want one of our beer specials? It's $3.
I'm not in the mood for beer. Do you have any wine or mixed drink specials?
Honey, I got a bar full of people clamoring for beer. Just tell me what you want.
Okay. I'll take a glass of house red wine, whatever is on happy hour.
Coming right up, sweetie.
I take a look around while the woman stomps off to fill my order. Ladies in Luck is getting pretty full, as more local regulars get off work and stumble in.
Well, that's not what the line says, but we'll take it. The crowd is full of haggard smoking people.
Everyone seems disinterested in each other. Most of the patrons preferring to forget their sorrows by tending to their drinks privately. I see a few women in some revealing clothes dancing drunkenly on a countertop. If they died in those clothes, they'd show up in hell wearing those clothes. I shake my head, clearing thoughts of hell from my mind. I'm alive now. No use thinking about Lucifer and his domain. For now, anyway.
That's not what he said. I'm alive, no use thinking about what comes after.
Here you go, sweet cheeks. One glass of grapes. You just let old Donna know if you need anything else.
Thank you. I sip the wine. It tastes decent. To be honest, I'm not much of a wine enthusiast, so I wouldn't know good from bad anyway. I drink it slowly, over the course of an hour.
Hey, kid! Yeah, I'm talking to you, asshole.
Did I skip a line?
You think you're better than me? Coming in here and drinking wine like some rich kid? Huh? Is that it? Hey, Frank, I think this kid has an attitude problem. Don't pussy out now. You gotta back up that lip. Ooh, I love it when they put up a fight.
Okay, well, I didn't ask. There's a lot all at once, sir. Okay, I didn't skip a line. But that's a lot all at once, especially considering all you said was, hey, kid. What do you mean I put up a fight, sir? All you said was, hey, kid. I don't... What's going on?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, asshole. You think you're better than me?
Okay, now he's just saying the same lines
drinking wine
again.
like some rich kid? Huh? Is that it?
Okay, yeah, what about it?
Hey, Frank, I think this kid has an attitude
I
problem.
don't know why Greed has a problem if we're standing up for ourselves.
I think he does too. You looking for a fight, kid?
No, just having a drink and minding my own business.
Don't pussy out now. You gotta back up that lip. Or maybe it's that he doesn't have any balls after all. What do you think? Should we check? Ooh, I love it when they put up a fight.
Goodness, this is suggestive even though you really can't see anything, so... I'm gonna try to remember to censor this. Like I said, you can't see anything, but... You know, he's just grabbing for it down there, but, you know, you don't see anything. Yeah. I don't understand how this happens, but I know the lovely bartender here is gonna come save us, like the strong hero she is.
Hey, stop!
Well, do we really have the power to stop them or lust? Wouldn't we like it? I mean, it sounds victim-blamey, but we're literally the deadly sin of lust, so I think we'd like it.
Hey! Frank! Al! Get out of here before I put my fist up your ass!
Yes, thank you, my Italiano mother.
Donna, we were just talking to this new guy here. Yeah, nothing weird or nothing.
Get out! And if you come around here again, I'm gonna call the cops on your ass for trespassing.
A real Italian Brooklyn or something, I'm not sure, I don't know.
Jeez, we're going.
Thanks for the intervention.
Oh, that's quite alright, hon. You just sit there as long as you need and you enjoy that drink. It's on the house.
I don't know, should I really be drinking at this point? What if I get accosted again and I'm not within my right mind enough to even resist?
Thanks again. I should be going soon, I suppose. This crowd doesn't seem like my type.
Suit yourself, darling. Holla if you need anything.
I finish my glass of wine, but I don't feel relaxed. Not anymore. Apparently my powers of attraction attract both the right and wrong kind of attention. I'll have to be more careful going forward. I leave Ladies in Luck, checking over my shoulders to make sure I'm not followed. I don't see anyone, so I make my way back towards the Vegas Strip. I'll just kill some more time wandering the main street, then go back to meet up with Greed.
I guess our lust powers sort of just leak out, even if we don't want them to.
I walk to the pool area. Greed's home casino has a massive pool, stylized after a massive volcano that erupts every hour. There's a wedding going on this weekend, so the casino is relatively packed. The groom has invited everyone in the casino to a large party held in the pool and hot tub area. Seems like a decent way to kill some time. Check out the local sights. I don't have enough money for a bathing suit, so I guess I'll just wear my shorts. I stroll out to the pool after changing. Looking around, there's a ton of people in varying stages of fitness, cavorting around and cheering for the groom. The wedding is tomorrow, and the groom's partying with both friends and strangers, while his soon-to-be wife is out gambling with her friends. I make my way over to the hot tubs. I've never been one for swimming, but I do like hot tubs. Most of the hot tubs are crowded, so I just choose one. I sit down in one of the least crowded hot tubs. There's 3 other people in the tub, with room for a couple more. All 3 appear to be from the wedding party. They're chatting with each other about the upcoming ceremonies.
I wonder if this time the groom won't suddenly change skin colors when we kiss him or something.
I quietly
Spoiler.
nod to them as I settle in. They nod back and continue their discussion as if I wasn't there at all. After a short time, our hot tub is joined by the groom himself. A dark-haired, obviously intoxicated young guy. He has a very handsome set of features, and his drunken, loud demeanor is getting him a lot of attention.
Hey, everybody! Hot tub nice and hot?
Yeah, they suck that tan right out of him.
How's everyone doing? Enjoying the party? It's all on my credit card, so you better be. Of course we are! What about you? Yeah, how do you feel on your last day as a free man? Oh, you guys are so disrespectful. Ashley is a wonderful woman. The hell with you all!
Let me just swing my balls around here in my see-through shorts. That'll make quick work of you.
We're just messing with you, man! Congratulations on finding someone who'll actually marry you. Rude. I need someone to have a conversation with that isn't gonna bust my balls. Hey, you seem like a nice guy. What's your name?
Kosuke, what's yours?
I'm Paul. Nice to meet you, Kosuke. Especially since I'm surrounded by these assholes constantly. Oh, you love us, Paul, you know it. That's a laugh. So, Kosuke, what are you doing at the casino? Work? Vacation?
Do people come to casinos for work usually?
I'm somewhat in between jobs, so I'm just here looking for opportunities.
Well, there's plenty of opportunities here in Vegas. I'm here to get married and get wasted, and not really in that order. More drinks! Kosuke, what do you want? It's on me.
I'll take one of whatever you're having.
Now there's a man with good taste, no doubt. Let's get 2 martinis over here for my new friend Kosuke.
A waiter appears out of nowhere and offers a tray to Paul. The drinks look like miniature works of art in themselves.
Cheers, Kosuke, to opportunities.
To opportunities.
So, let me tell you boys about a story that happened to me just this past week. I swear, every word of this is true. Swear it. I'm walking out to my car after work, and I am tired as hell. I look up, there's a burglar trying to break into my car right then and there. I look him dead in the eye and say, "It's your unlucky day, punk." I swear to God, swear it. He was so afraid of me, he took off running like a total bitch.
You're a toothpick. I don't think so.
I certainly can't blame him. If you look at these muscles, it's enough to make anyone think twice, right? Right! There was a bunch of people watching me. I didn't even notice.
No.
They started clapping, I smiled.
And everybody clapped.
The alcohol is warming. For no reason, I decide to try to seduce Paul. I stretch my arms out and yawn, inclining my head. I look directly at him. I lick my lips and let my eyes travel down his body. He's noticed and feels some of the supernatural pull.
So I guess his morality has really just been warped because there is no reason he needs to do this, you know. He can apologize to envy and sloth all he wants, but like, is he gonna apologize to the groom because he didn't have to do this? He did it just for fun.
I think thoughts that would make his fiancée blush. The hot tub seems to disappear, and it's just the 2 of us there, despite being surrounded by people.
Hey, Kosuke. Well, Paul, what's going on? You got a thing for Kosuke suddenly?
I guess Lust's powers are considerable.
Get him, Paul! Make out with him! Here's your last chance for wild nights!
I lean forward, beckoning Paul with my body language. He leans towards me. I close my eyes and place my lips on his. There's an aftertaste of alcohol. I press into him, aggressively, wanting more. He responds and sucks my lower lip.
Well, suck it good, baby.
I press my chest into his. The sounds of people jeering and muffled gasps of horror clash in my ears. But I pay them no attention. We're lost. Lost in our own little world.
Paul!
Paul breaks the kiss abruptly and leans away as if afraid of me. A hush falls over the crowd. I regain my senses and look around.
Look what I just did.
An extremely angry woman with an entourage of similarly angry friends is glaring at Paul. And me, with murderous rage. Oh, Paul's fiancé.
How could you do this to me? And in front of everyone!
Ashley! Wait, I don't know. I'm drunk.
Don't give me those fucking excuses! You can take the ring back. The wedding is off!
The former bride takes off a ring and throws it in the pool. Several people awkwardly try to help retrieve it. I stand, look apologetically at Paul, and leave the pool in a hurry. I don't know why I decided to seduce Paul.
I gave him an apologetic look. It's probably enough to make up for his marriage in shambles.
I feel awful for ruining his wedding. I can't take the angry glares of his friends, so I dash out the pool exit.
And just seduce them too. It won't take long for this to be one orgy.
I woke up today invigorated and excited for the date with Greed. I took a short swim before getting dressed.
Oh. Oh, yeah, maybe that's right. You can only do 2 of those 4 things. Yeah, I probably had to, like, reload a save back in the demo to do all of them. Okay.
I'm feeling somewhat anxious, because I don't have expensive clothes or money for expensive food. So I guess I'll just see what Greed wants to do. I want to impress Greed, but how? I walk through the casino and head towards the craps table, where Greed had said he would be. I pass many old people who are throwing their twilight years away on slots or card games. They don't understand that they'll soon be in hell, and nobody in hell wants to listen to slot machine stories. I shake my head to clear those thoughts. How dramatic. I approach the craps table to see Greed dressed, less gaudy. He's not wearing his usual accessories.
I just noticed a change in audio of some sort.
He must have somehow known I don't have a huge wardrobe and didn't want to make me feel bad. That's sweet of him.
Ah, there you are. Ready for a night on the town?
Yeah, he's kind of cute.
I sure am. Where should we head first?
Well, I own 5-star restaurants of every type. I figure we can start off with a little dinner and see how the night goes. What do you say to dinner at my luxurious Bistro Marsala?
That sounds great. I smile at Greed. The night is starting off well.
Fantastic. Let's be off then. Bistro Marsala is here in this casino. I will get us a private table.
We walk towards the restaurant, with Greed pointing out things along the way.
I suppose I can give you a tour, since the restaurant is a bit of a long walk away. Over there, you have the blackjack tables. Each one pulls in $10,000 a day in profit average. We have 36 blackjack tables operating daily here.
I didn't ask how much each blackjack table pulls in. What a strange thing to tell me.
That's quite a lot of money.
Yes, it is quite interesting what gambling does to the psyche. Obviously, our main source of revenue comes from slot machines. Those can bring in millions on their own, if it's a busy weekend night.
How many casinos do you own?
All in all, I own 22 casinos. I want to own all casinos in Vegas, but some people cannot part with their casinos out of the misguided belief they can compete with me. Eventually, I will drive them out of business and purchase their casinos at a fraction of the current cost.
Haha, that's pretty intense. You want to own all of Vegas. That would be a considerable achievement for anyone in one lifetime. Greed stops and looks at me, an odd smirk quirking his lips.
He's not stopping at anything less than world domination.
I'm not interested in owning just Vegas. If given the opportunity, I would own all gambling cities and move on to the world from there. Why not? Some people's ambition in life.
Greed's eyes glitter,
Ooh.
but it is quickly replaced with his professional demeanor.
Yikes. Girls, I barely touched my mouse pad. You know, this is all because my mouse button is broken. Like, I'd be using my mouse button if it wasn't broken, but I have to use my mouse pad, and sometimes I accidentally, like, just slap it with my fingers, with my fat fingers, and this happens. Anyway. Some people's ambition in life is simply to enjoy physical sensations until they pass away. Believe me, I want everything. Okay, I'm sorry, Naldig. Let's try the button out. Oh, did it make a sound? It's not making a sound right now, but it's still very difficult to push. Like, there's resistance. That's really hot. Well, I mean, we should just sort of flatter him, right?
Thank you. Too many people don't understand ambition. They foolishly believe in concepts like fairness. Ah, here we are. Bistro Marsala. Alexander, I'd like my private table. For me and an up-and-coming gambler.
I have no money.
Of course, sir. I do have to point out the dress code.
My scarf is honestly, it's keeping this whole outfit together. It makes it high class. Look at him! His collar's all popped up like he's from the 90s or the early 2000s, actually, I think. It's all popped up like he's from the early 2000s. And his tie is so loose. He looks ridiculous. It's like he's wearing a white. It's not like a white suit coat. It's like a white. What's the word for it? Dust coat? Like a. I don't remember the word for it. But it's like a whole thing. That is not a normal thing. Like, he isn't meeting the dress code even. So why are you telling me?
We'll make an exception this time, Alexander.
Good, I'm broke.
Of course, sir.
After you, Kosuke.
A thrill runs up my spine as Greed says my name in his silken voice. All sorts of inappropriate thoughts race through my head. Thank you, Cody. Alexander leads us through the restaurant and up a flight of stairs to arrive at Greed's private table. It overlooks the city, surrounded by a large multi-pane window. The restaurant is all luxury, from the gold-tinged silverware to the cherry-carved wooden tables, to the hundreds of actual candles burning to light the area. I'm impressed.
Alexander, what are the specials today?
We have two, sir. A lovely veal marsala served with asparagus, and a pasta carbonara, one of my favorites. Here are your menus. Shall I bring a bottle of wine while you peruse?
Excuse me, but did I ask the servant what his favorites were? Ugh, I can feel the pour on him.
Yes, make it something very special. I haven't been on a date since Father's untimely passing. Work matters. You know how it goes.
Of course, sir.
I'm sorry to hear about your father. What happened?
He killed him for his money.
Not to worry. It has been several months now. He passed.
Yeah, I know I don't want to say
in
more.
his sleep. If you do not mind, I wish to say no more. Here is Alexander with our wine.
He slept very peacefully, or he passed very peacefully as you suffocate him with his pillow.
We have a rare 1727 Rudesheim wine, purported to be the oldest drinkable wine, if you will sample it, sir.
Is this the time to be breaking it out? With some random vagabond? Like, what? I'm the vagabond.
Alexander pours Greed a small amount. Greed picks up the wine stem with finesse, used to having a fine drink in his hand. He swirls it and inhales deeply, glancing at me.
This wine is near impossible to get. A famous cask from that era, known as the Judas cask,
No, we
is
know
never
Judas.
tapped into except to give as gifts to important politicians.
That's extremely rare. And an interesting name, the Judas cask.
Indeed. A bottle of this may go for hundreds of thousands of dollars. We may never know, as it has never been sold. A single glass is worth more than most people make in a year. And it is all for us. Truly an incredible thought, is it not?
Oh my god, we have to kill him and redistribute his wealth.
Greed's eyes glitter as he takes in my expression. I'm dumbfounded at the flagrant display of wealth, but also kind of eager to try such a wine. Can many people say they drank a year's salary in a day? I am astonished and flattered that you've chosen to make this night so special.
What? What do you want from me? I'm not tipping you.
No, of course. The wine is acceptable, Alexander. Serve us.
Alexander fills my wine glass and then Greed's. After a moment of indecision, I decide to have the pasta. Greed opts for the veal marsala, and Alexander slinks off to the kitchen, leaving us alone.
So, tell me about yourself. Are you local, or just visiting here?
I am local. I just moved here, actually. Looking for a new start in life. Technically true.
Oh? You seem young as it is, and yet you want a new start?
Well, I graduated college and couldn't find much work where I was living, so I moved looking for opportunities.
Interesting. And have you found any opportunities?
I found you, didn't I?
I love it! So brazen, so honest!
Horny.
I do admit, you had me curious about you at the craps table, and I am very interested to see what else you're about. Tell me more.
You haven't met any other horny men in the streets of Las Vegas?
Well, I graduated as a Bachelor of Fine Arts. I'm pretty handy with illustrating things, especially manga, which is Japanese-style comics.
Fascinating. But I suppose there's a reason for the stereotype of starving artist,
Unfortunately.
Not to worry. There's plenty of opportunity here in Vegas. But come, on to happier thoughts. How old are you? I'm going to guess 23?
I take a sip of the wine. It's pale and smells strongly of old apples. The taste is strong enough to surprise me, but not altogether unpleasant. Not something I would choose to drink, but greed's generosity demands I drink it.
Should we count the amount of time we were in hell onto our age? Honestly, I don't know how long we were in hell.
Close. I'm 24, but I'll be 25 in July.
I see. I know I look young, but I've just turned 29. Not quite the youngest billionaire ever, but a respectable showing. I got there as soon as I could.
Well, since I've answered some of your questions, I guess it's only fair you answer a couple of mine.
I mean, I think Dimitri's got you beat, so...
I'm all ears.
Since you're a billionaire, what's your net worth? I don't think you'd like that. What's your favorite casino property?
This casino. It is where I spend most of my time and energy. It is the largest, the busiest, the most luxurious I own. Everything here, down to the tiniest of details, has been attended to. No other casino can come close to the service provided here. If I had to choose a runner-up, I would say Cloud9. Cloud9 is a unique combination of gambling and smoking. It is strictly for high rollers and people who have been vetted by my staff. Gamblers are offered complimentary cigars, marijuana, whatever their heart desires.
Is it even legal here?
The entrance fee is 20 grand for a day. A small, exclusive den of iniquity, one might say.
That sounds exciting. Aren't you worried the police will find out about that eventually?
Oh my god. He's friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh my god. Greed is like, he's in Jeffrey Epstein's black book. Oh my god, 20 grand a night. I know what's going on there.
Greed smirks.
Oh god.
He takes a sip of his wine, then another.
Fortunately, the police are on my payroll. I expect no problems to be forthcoming anytime soon. Perhaps when the current chief resigns, but I've found money solves any problems life can throw at you.
Okay, well, we'll see when you... How did he die again? Did he hang himself? Or, you know, quote-unquote hang himself? I have no idea. I didn't really follow it at all. I think he hung himself, and some people thought maybe he was murdered to shut him up. Because he has dirt on a lot of people. I don't really remember. But anyway, that's gonna be you, Greed.
That's quite true. I'm impressed by the reach you have. Perhaps your goal of owning the world is something someone with influence like yours could pull off.
We can never know until I try. Ah, here is Alexander with our food.
The pasta carbonara for our esteemed guest, and the veal marsala for you, sir.
It looks perfect as always, Alexander. Thank you.
Of course, sir.
Alexander slips away softly. The food placed in front of us looks like something out of an advertisement. Everything has been carefully placed on the dish and swirled together to make art out of food. Greed's dish looks equally as impressive. A dish that ordinary people will never lay eyes on.
I mean, I didn't mention it before, but it seems kind of broke that, like, there's 2 options on the menu. Or at least that's the only options he gave us.
I drink the last of my wine and set my glass down, intent on my food. With a snap of his fingers, Greed signals Alexander, who must be waiting nearby. Alexander comes over and immediately fills the glass again. Oh, it's okay. I don't need...
Oh, but I...
alright. That's quite generous.
Auto advance. Ah, but I insist. It isn't often I find myself enchanted with such company. I'm enjoying myself, as I hope you are. Please have another, I insist.
We both pause for a moment to take the first bite of our entrees. Mine is delicious, as expected. The food is outstanding.
Yes. Truly a testament to the excellence of my casinos. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am very partial to Italian food. What about you?
And taste of the old country.
I love most types of food, but I have to say, you can't beat a good pizza, no matter where it's from. It's the perfect food. You get most of your food groups, it's filling, it's delicious, and to those of us that aren't billionaires, it's usually affordable.
I see. Quite passionate about pizza. Well, I own over a dozen pizzerias here in Vegas. Perhaps we could try one on our next date. That is, of course, if you're interested in a second date. I'd hate to presume.
Oh, of course I'm interested. After all, this date hasn't even gotten to the good part.
Oh, what's the good part? I thought it was all good parts.
Well, that's not what I meant.
I'm only teasing you. I'm definitely interested in finding out more about you. But we must have another drink first. After all, opportunity for wine like this comes around rarely.
That's true. The taste has grown on me.
Alexander, another round, please. And I believe we are finished with our dinner.
Of course, sir. Will there be anything else this evening?
I don't believe so. Your service has been excellent as always.
Thank you, sir.
So where shall we go after this? I've got a suite booked here.
I don't think that will be necessary. I live in this casino, on floor 80. I can take you on a tour of my living quarters.
Wow, that would be cool. Is it like a penthouse suite? I've never been in one, but I've heard they're pretty lavish.
Mine would be roughly 4 penthouse suites put together. I have a private pool, hot tub, everything you could want.
Sounds like a few houses put together.
Considerably bigger. Come on, I'll show you.
Lead on. We arrive at Greed's suite, which is really just a massive one-floor house situated on top of his casino. There's a massive bar in the center, stocked with every sort of alcohol a person could want.
I mean, having all that, like, open water just, like, right next to, like, your living quarters and all your furniture, like, that just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Like, all the evaporation is gonna ruin things, you know? It's not making a whole lot of sense. Also, is it smelling like chlorine in here? I guess it's probably like a salt solution you're using to keep it algae and free and whatnot, but still, I don't know about this. I don't know about that. Well, anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end this episode for today of Sinsations. So I'd like to thank all my extra generous patrons that support me at the Aiden tier or above, and their names are NQS, Felix, Blue Lagoon, Jesse Olsen, and Hooray is My Way. And also, I'd like to thank all my other patrons. Sorry, I just got interrupted while recording, but you all are very valuable to me, and of course, all my viewers are extremely valuable to me. I love you all, so I'm gonna end this episode right here because I've been interrupted like 4 times while recording. I hope I remember to cut them all out because I'm very lazy with editing. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.